Well, more on today's breaking news. President Biden falling while handing out diplomas at the U.S. Air Force Academy graduation in Colorado. Joining us with his take and further insight, Dr. Frank Contacessa, internist at Custom Care Medical. Doctor, great to have you with us here. We were discussing that people fall all the time. I mean, we've all done it. It happens. But when you see the President of the United States falling more and more frequently, when people are already questioning whether or not he is fit to hold office, either mentally or beyond, when you see this, is that something that we should be keeping an eye on? Because isn't it sometimes symptomatic of a larger problem?
Well, thanks for having me. And sure, I think there are some concerning things that we're seeing really for the past few months from President Biden. And I think the cognitive issues are becoming more and more concerning. Actually, I saw Dr. Ben Carson on Wake of America this morning commenting on the potential for Alzheimer's and dementia that we've been seeing. Just watching him move, watching the expression on his face, the squinting of the eyes, watching him when nobody's minding him, when he's kind of left on his own, he seems to wander around. And when he's not on prompter, he kind of gets into trouble. So I think there are a lot of concerning signs here, and this is just another one of them.
Yeah, and as we saw, he wanted to make sure everybody knew when he got up, hey, it was that right there, so that he wasn't completely out of it. But if we can show some of the other video, we have seen moments where, and we'll show you this again. Again, this going on at the Air Force Academy, graduation day today in Colorado Springs. And you don't want to see the leader of the free world in this kind of moment. This is multiple times he fell going up the steps. We also saw him in Japan where he almost lost it coming down some steps.
Yeah, stone stairs.
Now, we do not want to equate physical prowess with mental prowess. We know they're not always connected, but when you reach a certain age, is there a connection, Doctor?
There is a connection. As a matter of fact, I see quite a lot of elderly people. We do quite a bit of geriatric medicine, and one of the things that you look for is their gait, and you can kind of tell a lot from their gait, the spacing of their steps. And, when you see him walking on the White House lawn, walking from Marine One, it's a very stiff and robotic sort of a gait.
Have you seen that change, Doctor? I mean, we've all seen, look, we've been watching Joe Biden since, what, the 70s. I mean, he was senator for a very long time and then vice president. Have you seen during his time in the White House that gait on the White House lawn change?
I have. I've seen quite a change. And, we've all been watching him for quite some time, and I've seen the gait change. I've seen that expression change. I mean, just go back and look at video of him from just a few years ago. Even I recently saw a clip of him from one of the debates just from the last election. And it's progressive. And I think we can all see that. So, yes, I have seen the change.
Is this something, Doctor, that if you had a patient or who presented some of these symptoms or some of these episodes, what types of testing would potentially be done?
Sure. So there is some cognitive testing that can be done. Actually, I just started to do a test called Brain Check, which is a 10-minute iPad-based test that does several different things, and it tests memory, it tests recall, and it's pretty accurate. It's a great screening test. I would love to see something like that being offered as evidence that he's great and everything's terrific, or hey, maybe there's an issue here. So as I think I heard mentioned right before the break, maybe somebody should be looking into this before we decide that he's going to be our nominee the next time around, and maybe his family or somebody should take another look at this.
Yeah, if you could help us with that. I know as my dad got older, his abilities changed, and it got to the point where we knew he shouldn't be driving. And we had the doctor tell him that because we didn't want to tell him, but the doctor told him that. But we were involved, obviously, with those conversations and those decisions. Who should be involved with this kind of decision? Who typically would be?
Well, this is not a typical situation now, is it? When you're talking about somebody like your father, it would be a spouse or a child, somebody who was involved in his care, to say, hey, listen, hey, doc, maybe have a talk with dad. Maybe he shouldn't be driving anymore. this is a really different situation because he's not just driving a car, he's driving the whole country. And it's not just his first of all, I think his family should be involved in this decision, and I'm sure they see the changes too. They're around him a lot more than we have. We're catching glimpses of him on television and at the press conferences and TV appearances, and we can all see it. So I find it hard to believe that the people around him, his family, his minders, his advisors, aren't seeing it as well. So either they're seeing it and not acting, or they're completely blind to what we're all seeing right in front of us.
All right, Dr. Frank Contacessa, thanks so much for your insights.
Thank you.